One introduction. RZFVU. The United States government was on track in the Biden administration to reduce the prices for both clean energy heat pumps and clean energy electric cars. Trump tariffs are expected to upset those plans to prevent future air pollution and prevent climate change. The United States government should, instead of certifying wood stoves as safe when they are not safe, go forward with regulations that ban wood stove use and direct government money for use of forest refuse only. For home building and furniture building, for just a few examples of use of forest products for non-burning uses, it is well known from scientific and medical research that wood burning is a substantial source of PM 2.5 emissions, yet the wood burning industry uses the scientifically debunked theory named carbon neutrality of wood burning to argue that wood burning replacing coal burning in industry, and in a trickle-down argument that wood burning should continue for home heating should continue. Presumably because it is called renewable, wood may be renewable in the sense that a tree can be planted in the place of a cut-down burned tree, but it takes centuries or decades for the newly planted tree to attain the stature of the cut-down burned tree. During those centuries or decades, photosynthesis, which converts CO2 to oxygen and so sequesters some carbon, will not take place at the same rate as photosynthesis was performed previously, and wood burning emits both CO2 and PM 2.5, and PM 2.5 is not absorbed by trees, so PM 2.5 is not diminished by planting a tree in the place of a cut-down and burned tree. In fact, a living tree closes its pores against the presence of PM 2.5 from nearby wood burning, just as humans hold their breath in the presence of PM 2.5 from nearby wood burning. And when a tree closes its pores, the level of photosynthesis that absorbs CO2 pollution goes down. Wood burning emits 90% PM 2.5 particulate matter of 2.5 micrometer size, the perfect size to infiltrate the human lungs, setting off a cascade of human health problems and early deaths. Contrary to many beliefs, wood burning emits 2.8 times the PM 2.5 as the fossil fuel coal burning, and wood burning emits 450 times the PM 2.5 as the fossil fuel natural gas burning. Replacing coal burning with wood burning creates more air pollution in the form of CO2 and PM 2.5 than coal burning. This emission data comes from testing the cleanest burning wood stove in the United Kingdom, the Eco-Design Wood Stove, and International Convention does not count the emissions from wood burning. The emissions from wood burning are erased from all countries around the world when calculating if each country has met its climate goals. This non-counting or erasure of wood burning emissions data from climate goals does not mean wood burning emissions do not exist. RZFVU. Purple air PM 2.5 monitors hanging from the eaves of the house of a near neighbor should be used to measure the level of PM 2.5 in the air hyperlocally in the yards of near neighbors of indoor residential wood burners. If PM 2.5 levels exceed World Health Organization standards of 5 micrograms per cubic meter annually, then that evidence of air pollution from wood burning should lead to the shutdown of that indoor residential wood burning appliance, one appliance at a time if necessary.
Hi, my name is Lily. Andrew gave you the intro to Residents Against Wood Smoke Emission Particulates and their concern for air pollution from indoor residential wood burning. Residents Against Wood Smoke Emission Particulates, or RZEP, would like every near neighbor of an indoor residential wood burner whose wood smoke enters their yards and sickens the near neighbors to have a purple air PM 2.5 monitor hanging from the eaves of their home to measure the level of PM 2.5 entering their yards. That measurement of air pollution should be used as evidence of unnecessary air pollution, and each indoor residential wood burner should be shut down based on that evidence, one indoor residential wood burner at a time if necessary. The presentation by Andrew ended at 2 minutes 5 seconds. The same presentation by Emma starts at 2 minutes 3 seconds before the end of this podcast. So I am Lily, your timekeeper, and you can start the next podcast at 2 minutes 5 seconds in if you would not like to see the presentation by Andrew a second time. This presentation by me, Lily, ends at 5 minutes in. What you will see in the main content of this RZEP podcast will be news about air pollution from indoor residential wood burning, and how that air pollution is being combated by ordinary people just like you who are unfortunately near neighbors of indoor residential wood burners at this time. There will also be news about unnecessary and highly polluting use of wood as fuel in industrial wood burners and preventable air pollution from wood burning wildfires. There will also be news about air pollution from PM 2.5 from gas-powered cars. There will also be news about airborne diseases which are also preventable with vaccines such as COVID-19 and measles and whooping cough, to name just a few. In 2025, Residents Against Wood Smoke Emission Particulates is also concerned with combating the Trump destruction of government funding for programs which protect human health through the Department of Health and Human Services, and Trump destruction of programs which fund the science and medical research plan to protect human health from preventable illnesses. Protecting human health is a patriotic act, and our defense against enemies is weakened if we are not as healthy as we can be. Heat pump rebates are now offered by the federal government, distributed through the eligible United States, are available in 2025, and are the best, cleanest, and now cheapest alternative to indoor residential wood burning if that burning is actually done to purportedly save money. Wind and solar as sources of the electricity that powers heat pumps and electric cars is also cheaper than burning wood. The adverse health effects that are caused by indoor residential wood burning also come at a cost to near neighbors, both in shortening and ending their lives, and in actual hospital, clinic, and funeral costs. Instead of being compensated monetarily, near neighbors should instead be able to achieve immediate relief by stopping indoor residential wood burning in their hyper-localized neighborhoods, which relief readings from purple air PM 2.5 monitors used as evidence of air pollution will help them achieve. Welcome to news about hopeful scientific and medical achievements that will also help us achieve the goal of clean air to breathe.
Web 57DHYAFZZFLL March 30th, 2026 UK, heat pumps all new homes, and plug-in solar in green tech drive. In this Webisode 1 United States 2026 US Home Energy Rebates Rollout State by State Guide, what is live, what is next, and how to get rebate ready. 2 California, 3 Michigan, 4 Minnesota, 5 Nevada, 6 New York, 7 North Carolina, 8 South Carolina, 9 Utah, 10 Canada, 11 United Kingdom, UK heat pumps all new homes, and plug-in solar in green tech drive. 12 Nigeria, 13 India, 14 Nepal, 15 Laos, 16 China, 17 South Korea, 18 a new COVID-19 variant is getting attention. What is going on? COVID-19 continues to mutate, and the latest variant attracting attention is BA.3.2, nicknamed Cicada, a descendant of Omicron that has been circulating globally for some time. BA.3.2 now accounts for 11% of U.S. cases. COVID-19 BA.3.2 possible vaccine and Lyme disease vaccine information. Main content. 1A United States 2026 U.S. Home Energy Rebates Rollout State by State Guide. What is live, what is next, and how to get rebate ready. Excerpts edited by residents against wood smoke emission particulates of 501c3 nonprofit organization Intelligent Living. March 28, 2026. The Intelligent Living website was registered in late 2013 with the aim of shifting focus from negative problem-based news to more positive solution-based news. Intelligent Living publishes stories about global issues such as global warming, air pollution, health, and waste, but with more focus on solutions such as planting trees, carbon capture technology, renewable energy, air filtration systems, medical breakthroughs, recycling facilities, and new types of materials. Funding comes from advertising revenue provided by reputable online advertising agencies such as Google and affiliate banner ads. State-level energy programs are shifting from abstract federal policy into tangible household savings as the Inflation Reduction Act. Home energy rebates reach local markets. Residential property owners occupy varying stages of the rollout, with some regions offering immediate point-of-sale discounts through contractor invoices, while others fine-tune the administrative software required for eligibility. Navigation of these energy efficiency rebates requires a clear awareness of which programs have launched, which anticipate a 2026 opening, and how to verify individual qualification status. Every status update provided here aligns with official records released on March 27, 2026. Impactful results are already visible in local markets such as a Charlotte row house, where air sealing and heat pump integration lowered winter utility cost. Budget stability and physical comfort improve immediately when a structure stops leaking conditioned air, proving that keeping a home warm while saving energy in winter offers significant value even without total property renovation. Technical panel audits and load calculations prevent modern electrification bottlenecks. An envelope first strategy prioritizes thermal stability before high draw equipment swaps. Navigating both whole home efficiency pathways and point of sale discounts requires the structured approach to state specific rules detailed in this guide. Table of contents US map with highlighted states, a home upgrade checklist overlay, and large readable text explaining how US rebates are rolling out state by state. Home energy rebates are rolling out unevenly across the country, and the rebate-ready households are the ones who move first. Home Energy Rebates 2026 Program Basics and Covered Upgrade Strategic Quick Facts. The 2026 Home Energy Rebates roll out 2 federal tracks under the IRA. Fund the work, a whole home efficiency pathway, and an income-qualified electrification pathway and federal program. Requirements and application guidelines dictate how states construct their individual frameworks. A concise consumer snapshot of eligible upgrades and program basics appears in the Home Energy Rebates FAQ summary. DOE also summarizes the overall funding scale and regional administration in the National Funding Overview Program. Designs typically favor insulation and air sealing to maximize performance. In the DOE envelope, first strategy clarifies why these upgrades often precede equipment swaps. Local initiatives issue rebates via contractor administered invoice discounts or point of sale reductions, which shifts the homeowner job from save receipts to confirm eligibility and reservation steps before work begins. Program caps and eligible upgrades vary by state, so state rules are the final authority for dollar amounts and qualifying equipment. High demand triggers pause and activate reservation systems when capacity is exceeded, necessitating stage project planning and clear reservation proof. How whole home efficiency rebates differ from electrification rebates with tables of upgrade caps and income tiers across multiple states. State rebate programs look similar on the surface, but their rules change the real-world outcome. This graphic shows how eligibility tiers, energy savings thresholds, and per upgrade caps create different best paths by state. Eligible upgrade coverage. Why state rebate designs vary. Homes versus here. In plain language, federal funding supports 2 distinct energy efficiency pathways. One pathway rewards deeper whole home efficiency improvements that reduce energy use across the building, and the other supports efficient electrification and appliances for households that meet income guidelines. Point of sale discounts define the practical electrification pathway for qualified upgrades, and how here income qualified electrification rebates are designed clarifies the functional design of income qualified incentives. Administrative and legal state requirements establish the timelines, reporting, and mechanics governing these programs. Typical eligible upgrades and delivery models. Modern programs incentivize high efficiency systems that reduce carbon footprints and operational costs. These improvements create a more resilient residential energy profile while increasing property value. Heat pumps for high efficiency heating and cooling, reducing overall emissions. Hybrid heat pump water heaters for consistent savings. Extensive insulation and precision air sealing to secure the thermal envelope. Electrical panel upgrades and updated wiring for increased load capacity. High efficiency induction cooking that improves indoor comfort. Approved contractor pathways that apply discounts directly to project invoices. Retail point of sale reductions for certified energy efficient appliances. Centralized portals requiring pre-approval and reservation steps before work begins. A U.S. map highlighting states with live or partially live home energy rebate programs with a side table listing launch dates, rebate caps, and total federal allocations. The rollout is uneven. Some states are fully live, others are phased, and a few are narrow use or capacity limited. This map shows what is actually active now and what each live state is offering at a glance. State rollout map, where home energy rebates are currently live. Each entry below includes a status label, a short lesson, and a single official source link. Every status update provided here aligns with official records released on March 27, 2026. North Carolina Energy Saver. North Carolina Live status. Live the statewide North Carolina enrollment portal details, eligibility, covered upgrades, and the application process. Georgia Home Energy Rebates Live status. Live the Georgia official application workflow outlines how households access the program through registered partners. Wisconsin Focus on Energy Rebates Live status. Live the Wisconsin statewide program rules, describe how contractor and retail pathways operate. Colorado Energy Office Staged Live status. Partially live the Colorado rollout timeline, clarifies staged availability by housing type. Indiana Energy Saver applications open. Status applications open. The Indiana invoice discount guidelines describe how contractor-mediated pathways function. New Mexico Early Mover Here Live status. Live the New Mexico Here eligibility list, provides a clear example of how electrification rebates are structured. Rhode Island Here Launch Live status. Live the Rhode Island program overview documents the program structure and eligibility. Michigan statewide launch Live status. Live the Michigan rebate launch notice, describes household entry and contractor integration. New York selected live elements through state programs. Live in part status. Live in selected programs. The New York electrification funding announcement reflects how rebates layer through existing state channels. The following states have submitted public designs and anticipate opening their windows within the 2026 calendar year. Every status update provided here aligns with official records released on March 27, 2026. South Carolina expected 2026 launch. The South Carolina rebate design plan outlines what households should expect from upcoming upgrade. 1 year of utility bills to establish an energy baseline panel specifications, including total amperage and available breaker space. Short list of licensed contractors familiar with local rebate enrollment. Oregon application submitted, approval pending. The Oregon rebate application update reflects the common pattern of federal review and vendor readiness. New Jersey planning for a 2025 to 2026 launch. The New Jersey planning timeline outlines how programs roll out across building types. Vermont software and federal review bottlenecks. The Vermont testimony on launch bottlenecks describes software certification steps that can delay launches. Washington third-party administrator model. The Washington Rebate Program Hub describes how rebates are delivered through a third-party model. The administrative waiting room pending states without launch dates. These states have public planning signals, but no firm public date based on official sources current as of March 27, 2026. The safest approach is to prepare documentation while avoiding rebate-dependent contracts. Minnesota, no estimated launch date. The Minnesota rebate status page notes that approval steps are still in progress. Main application pending. The main planning status lists program allocations and federal status. Texas, not launched with consumer protection notices. Texas officials currently urge households to avoid unapproved contractors and premature agreements while programs remain in development, and the Texas Consumer Protection Guide reflects that caution documents to gather recent utility bills, income documentation if qualification tiers apply, photos of the panel attic access, and key equipment labels, past retrofit permits, and invoices. The California recent reservation controls show how quickly capacity can tighten, and these limits were recently evident in the California Energy Commission HERO reservation status notice released in early 2026. The Arizona pause and restart cycle offers another reality check on how funding uncertainty can affect program operations, and the Arizona program status update captures that dynamic applicants typically submit recent tax returns, pay stubs, or existing categorical eligibility letters like SNAP or LIHEAP to verify their median income status is stacking rebates with federal tax credits permitted. Coordination between state rebates and the federal home energy improvement credit is common, though specific state rules dictate exactly how these funding sources integrate. All status statements reflect official sources current as of March 27, 2026. Program details can change as states update portals, contractor lists, and reservation capacity. United States EnergyStar.gov heat pump rebates at the checkout, how point-of-sale programs turn contractors. Intelligent Living streamlined point-of-sale heat pump rebates and instant HVAC discounts turn contractors into energy navigators through simplified invoicing and AI overview. Point-of-sale POS heat pump rebates instantly deduct incentives from contractor invoices, removing the need for homeowners to wait for reimbursement and allowing contractors to close more sales. These programs, often managed by utilities or state entities, simplify the adoption of high-efficiency systems by providing immediate discounts on the total project cost. Key aspects of POS rebate programs: instant savings rebates under the Federal Inflation Reduction Act IRA, and local programs can offer up to for heat pumps and for water heaters, applied immediately at the time of purchase or installation. Contractor-led process: contractors use tools like Coral or Contractor Commerce to calculate eligibility and guarantee rebates, which reduces paperwork for customers and boosts contractor conversion rates. Lowered upfront costs by reducing the initial investment. Contractors can offer more competitive net pricing to homeowners, easing the financial burden of upgrading to electric heating and cooling. Simplified experience: instead of mailing and forms, homeowners benefit from a choose verify reserve applied discount workflow, streamlining the entire installation process. Income-based incentives: specific programs like HERO provide higher instant savings for low and moderate income households. These programs, detailed further in understanding point-of-sale programs, Energy Star, are a key part of heat pump rebates at the checkout, how point-of-sale in advancing home electrification. 1B United States Energy Star.gov Heat Pump Rebate 2026 U.S. Home Energy Rebates Rollout State by State Guide excerpts edited by residents against wood smoke emission particulates of 501c3 nonprofit organization Intelligent Living March 27, 2026 Home Energy Rebates by State Live launches 2026 watch lists and a rebate ready checklist for heat pumps insulation induction table of contents Home Energy Rebates 2026 program basics and covered upgrade strategic quick facts. The 2026 Home Energy Rebates Rollout eligible upgrade coverage. Why state rebate designs vary. Homes versus here in plain language. Typical eligible upgrades and delivery model. State rollout map where home energy rebates are currently live. North Carolina Energy Saver North Carolina Live. What homeowners should check first. Georgia Home Energy Rebates Live. Wisconsin Focus on energy rebates live. Colorado Energy Office staged Live. Indiana Energy Saver applications open. New Mexico early mover here. Live. Rhode Island here launch. Live. Michigan statewide launch. Live. New York selected live elements through state programs. Live in parts 2026 rollout watch list. Upcoming state launches and pending programs launching in 2026 state programs to monitor and preparation steps. South Carolina expected 2026 launch. Oregon application submitted. Approval pending. New Jersey planning for a 2025 to 2026 launch. Vermont software and federal review bottlenecks. Washington third-party administrator model. The administrative waiting room pending. States without launch dates. Minnesota no estimated launch date. Maine application pending. Texas not launched with consumer protection notices. Getting rebate ready comprehensive checklists and funding pathways. Rebate ready home checklist. Universal preparation tasks. What to prepare before applications. Open documents to gather. What not to do. Technical pre-checks that save time. The rebate interface. How contractors and retailers facilitate funding. Avoiding installation delays. Managing pause risk and reservation portals. Program reality check. Navigating funding pauses and capacity limits. Fast state status verification. Avoiding common application errors. Maximize home energy rebates with a rebate-ready retrofit plan. Home energy rebates FAQ direct answers for homeowners. How do I verify local program readiness? Are registered contractors mandatory for every upgrade? Do multifamily pathways include renters? Which records confirm income tier eligibility? Is stacking rebates with federal tax credits permitted? 1C United States Heat Pump HVAC Tech breaks down the top reasons homeowners are switching to high-tech heat pumps. Yahoo Tech excerpts edited by residents against wood smoke emission particulates of 501c3 nonprofit organization AI overview. While heat pumps are known to potentially significantly reduce homeowners' heating and cooling costs, they also provide other benefits. Homeowners are increasingly adopting high-tech heat pumps for their energy efficiency, cost savings, quiet operation, and consistent home comfort. Energy efficiency and cost savings. Modern heat pumps are highly energy efficient because they transfer heat rather than generate it through combustion, allowing them to deliver multiple units of heat for every unit of electricity used. Some systems can achieve 200% to 400% efficiency, meaning they produce more energy than they consume. Unlike traditional gas furnaces that typically reach 80% to 95% efficiency, this efficiency translates into lower monthly heating and cooling bills, especially when replacing outdated HVAC systems. Additionally, variable speed compressors and advanced refrigerant management allow heat pumps to adjust output, dynamically maintaining comfort while minimizing energy use. Comfort and quiet operation. High-tech heat pumps provide consistent indoor temperatures thanks to variable speed technology, which prevents the temperature spikes and drops common with traditional systems. They also operate quietly, reducing the disruptive hum often associated with older HVAC units, which is a significant comfort factor for homeowners. Space and maintenance benefits. Modern heat pumps can be smaller than traditional air conditioners without compromising performance, freeing up space in homes. They also require less maintenance because they eliminate combustion components found in conventional heating systems, reducing long-term upkeep costs. Environmental and strategic advantages. Heat pumps reduce reliance on fossil fuels, making them a more environmentally friendly option compared to traditional gas furnaces. They align with sustainability goals and long-term energy planning, offering homeowners a forward-thinking investment that balances efficiency, reliability, and value creation. Tax credits, rebates, and leasing programs can further reduce upfront costs, making the transition more accessible. Versatility. Heat pumps can work with existing ductwork or ductless mini-split systems, allowing homeowners to heat or cool specific rooms rather than the entire house, which enhances energy savings and comfort. They provide both heating and cooling in a single system, simplifying home climate control. In summary, homeowners are switching to high-tech heat pumps because they offer superior energy efficiency, lower utility bills, quieter operation, consistent comfort, reduced maintenance, and environmental benefits, making them a smart long-term investment for modern homes. 1D United States Heat Pump HVAC Tech breaks down the magic behind heat pumps. People think that cannot be possible to cool down. He noted that heat pumps do not create heat, they move it, which is how a single unit of electricity can deliver up to 4 units of heat, even on cold. Yahoo Shopping heat pump technology. He detailed why heat pumps are much more efficient than gas or electric heat. He described how industry professionals use United States Heat Pump, the 5 best heat pump water heaters to buy in 2026, according to Consumer Reports. Quartz. If you are in the market for a more energy-efficient heating system, but do not know which to choose, look no further. Most people buying a heat pump. United States Heat Pump Master Plumber reveals how next-gen water heaters can reduce your power bills. The cool-down heat pump water heaters are an incredible way to save money on your monthly energy bill, as they are far more efficient at heating water than United States Heat Pump. Time and time again, surveys of heat pump owners show that the vast majority of people are happy. United States Heat Pump. What are heat pumps and how much do they cost? AOL.com. Heat pumps run on electricity instead of gas and are more efficient than traditional boilers. They warm buildings by absorbing and amplifying heat. 2 California Hayward Heat Pumps. Celebrate and learn more about Heat Pump. City of Hayward, California.gov. Modern heat pumps can also work effectively even during colder weather. You will see heat pump technologies in space heating and water heating equipment. California. Los Altos Heat Pump Rebate Electrification Rebates for Los Altos residents. Live news. LosAltosOnline.com. Los Altos town crier rebates are eligible for those who are in the midst of renovating their home and considering shifting from gas water heaters and heat pump heating California San Francisco Bay Area wood smoke wood burning rules spare the air that or the fine particles in wood smoke can bypass the natural defense systems of the body in the nose and throat. California San Luis Obispo Santa Barbara and Ventura Counties heat pump rebate officials announced return of $1,500 rebate program for new HVACs. The cool down pass projects have included heat pump water heaters heating and cooling systems insulation and other efficiency improvements by KO Funaki. California Ventura County heat pump rebate. Dr. John Fankhauser, named director of the Ventura County Healthcare Agency, EDHAT. Ventura County supervisors approved heat pump rebate and workforce program to expand clean energy access by Ventura County March 30th, 2026. Ventura, California Ventura County heat pump rebate. Ventura County supervisors approved heat pump rebate and workforce program to expand EDHAT. Ventura County Board of Supervisors approved the skilled and trained residential heat pump workforce and rebate initiative. Ventura County News Channel. The program focuses on expanding access to residential heat pumps, which are all-in-one systems that provide both heating and cooling using less. 3 ROSEP View half measures. Michigan Grand Rapids wood burning city permits required for backyard fires. Grand Rapids Magazine Fire Department is reminding homeowners and renters that a permit is required for any wood burning recreational fire on private property. The Michigan Grand Rapids wood burning GRFD reminder permit required for wood burning fires. News Radio with 1300 and 106.9 FM iHeart. The Grand Rapids Fire Department is reminding residents that a permit is required before starting a wood burning fire on private property. Fire Michigan Grand Rapids wood burning planning a backyard fire in Grand Rapids this spring. Here is what you absolutely need to know. First, MLive.com. The fire department is reminding the community that a $60 permit is required for wood burning fires on private property with strict safety. And Michigan Grand Rapids wood burning reminder from GRFD permits are needed for recreational fires in Grand Rapids. WM 13 residents must have a permit for all wood burning recreational fires within the city limits. Fire pits that run on gas or propane do not need a permit. From Minnesota, Rochester PM 2.5 evaluating the semi-chronic effects of household air pollution exposure on cardiopulmonary nature. Household air pollution, HAP, particularly from cooking-related particulate matter. PM 2.5 poses significant health risks but remains. European Medical Journal. PM 2.5 indoor air pollution peaks linked to daily activities. Excerpts edited by residents against wood smoke emission particulates. A 501c3 nonprofit organization. European Medical Journal. EMJ. The analysis focused on fine particulate matter, including particulate matter 2.5 PM 2.5 and particulate matter 1 PM1, which can penetrate deep. Indoor air pollution peaks, often exceeding safety limits, are directly linked to daily household activities like cooking, cleaning, and heating, particularly during 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. These activities generate high levels of fine particulate matter. Major drivers of indoor pollution peaks: cooking, a primary source of pollution, often around 106 particles per cubic centimeter due to burning food oil or wood, specifically on gas stoves, heating appliances, unvented space heaters, and cooking appliances cause significant emission peaks. Impact on health and environment: respiratory and cardiovascular issues. Pollutants enter deep into the lungs, directly affecting individuals with asthma or COPD. Environmental impact: household energy use for cooking, heating contributes to over 50% of ambient air pollution locally. 5 Nevada, Reno, and Massachusetts. Lynn heat pump rebate. Understanding heat pump rebates in Lynn with insight from Revised Inc. Reno Gazette Journal. Interest in heat pump systems has grown steadily across Massachusetts as homeowners seek ways to improve energy efficiency and manage heating. And 6 New York heat pump. I spent a year testing the Medea latest HVAC miracle, a full-blown window heat pump. The New York Times. After months of using a packaged window heat pump and mostly positive experiences, we would consider it as a year-round alternative to a traditional New York. Ulster County heat pump rebate. Ulster County urges governor to move forward with climate action. Middle Hudson News. It would provide up to $2,000 or 30% of the cost of a heat pump. Hinchey is also proposing to double the residential solar tax credit from 7 North Carolina Forestry Commission has issued a statewide ban on outdoor burning for the entire state. Doug Wood with the Forestry Commission. North Carolina Greensboro wood burning alert statewide burn ban due to high wildfire risk. YouTube Fox 8 WGHB New 8 South Carolina wood burning statewide burning ban in effect in South Carolina. YouTube the South Carolina 9 Utah Salt Lake City. PM 2.5 letter. The effects of air pollution in the Salt Lake Valley are ominous. There are some ways. The Salt Lake Tribune research on increasing exposures to common pollutants such as PM 2.5, ozone, noxious gases, and traffic-related air pollution trap show increased. 10 Canada, British Columbia wood burning. Why humans still burn logs for power. The Tyee, what the persistent use of wood for heat and electricity says about shifting to new energy sources. Canada, Ontario. Manitoulin heat pump rebate. Homeowners can now access up to $25,000 for oil to heat pump upgrades. The Manitoulin Expositor. The federal government opened its own oil to heat pump rebate for provincial delivery, letting Ontario use local programs to simplify the process for 11A United Kingdom. England heat pumps for all new homes and plug-in solar and green tech drive. BBC developers will be required to install solar panels and heat pumps in all new homes in England as part of updated planning requirements published by excerpts edited by Residents Against Wood Smoke Emission Particulates, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. BBC March 22, 2026. Heat pumps for all new homes and plug-in solar and green tech drive. Around 5% of all homes in the UK currently have solar installed. Developers will be required to install solar panels and heat pumps in all new homes in England as part of updated planning requirements published by the government. It also said plug-in panels that homeowners can install themselves on balconies would be available in supermarkets in the coming months. These small versions of the green tech are already deployed across Europe, but are not currently sold in the UK, due to safety regulations announcing the raft of measures to ramp up solar. The energy secretary said the Iran war had shown clean power was essential. The move has been welcomed by some energy companies, but developers have raised concerns about the scale of solar required. What is a heat pump, and what grants are available? Planning change to make installing heat pump easier for millions more solar farms on the way. After record renewables auction for the last decade, successive governments have been trying to develop the future homes standard. An update to the way that new homes have to be designed in England. The guidance published on Tuesday means that from 2028 no new homes will be on the gas network and will instead be on a heat network or get a heat pump, and they must have solar panels on their roofs. Covering an area equivalent to 40% of the ground floor space, the Iran war has once again shown our drive for clean power is essential for our energy security, so we can escape the grip of fossil fuel markets we do not control, said Energy Secretary Ed Miliband. The announced changes have been welcomed by the energy industry and those working in green technology for providing certainty that heat pumps and solar panels are worth investing in. It is going to give clarity to the UK market installers, builders, manufacturers that there is a significant market that is there, said Gary Felgate, CEO of MCS Foundation, which certifies installers of low-carbon heating systems. The changes in building requirements are estimated to add an additional £10,000 onto the cost of the home for developers, but over the long term will likely bring down the cost of energy bills for customers. The savings could be significantly increased where homes have batteries, but the government opted not to include those as a requirement. Hannah McCarthy, head of partnerships for new homes at Octopus Energy, told the BBC decarbonizing the new housing stock is a fantastic step. Batteries would take that a step further. What is a heat pump, and can it save me money? Although the Home Builders Federation HBF said the additional cost that developers now face from the changes was not welcome at any time, it said the industry had been given a lot of forewarning. There are exemptions to the requirements, such as when the design does not give enough space for the solar panels, but Jefferson said each home will have to be looked at individually. There are some challenges within the process, and we do not want bottlenecks. The government has a target to build 1.5 million homes by 2029, but in December, the Housing Secretary Steve Reed told the BBC there would need to be a surge in building after rates of construction appeared to drop. Both the Liberal Democrats and the Green Party welcomed the move to ensure all new homes have solar panels, but Dr. Ellie Chowns from the Green Party added that it was utterly ridiculous to wait until 2028 before implementing the changes. In Scotland, gas and oil-based heating in new build homes was banned 2 years ago. House builders are now required to install what it classifies as climate-friendly heating systems, which can include wood burners, as well as heat pumps or district heating. 2 small solar panels are shown hanging from a balcony in Germany. There is a red-tiled roof to the left. Plug-in solar that can be hung from balconies is already legal and deployed in Germany. Speaking on our For Today program, the energy minister, Michael Shanks, said he did not accept that drilling more in the North Sea was the answer to lowering energy bills. For 60 years, the North Sea has been a hugely important asset powering the country, but for the last 20 years it has been in decline. The North Sea will remain hugely important, but our long-term future does not lie in fossil fuels, he said, as well as changes to requirements for new builds. The government wants to make it easier for those in existing homes in the UK, particularly those in flats, to access renewable energy. The government said it was working with major retailers like Lidl and Amazon to make plug-in solar available on the high street. These DIY solar panels do not have upfront installation costs and are designed for balconies and small garden spaces. They have been successful in Germany, where it is estimated that more than 1.5 million homes have them, but currently the panels are not sold in the UK as they do not meet safety regulations for electrical installations. The government said it was working to review and update these in the coming months. Mark Coles, head of technical regulations at the IET, said that because of the UK aging housing stock and poorly maintained electrical installations, introducing plug-in solar could pose risks to homeowners. Before purchasing any off-the-shelf generation product, householders should have their electrical installation checked by a competent electrician. What may be safe in one home may pose a significant risk in another, he said. A simple guide to climate change: 4 ways climate change worsens extreme weather. What you can do to reduce carbon emissions. Second wind turbine approved for the Port of Immingham is to gain 2 wind turbines, which will play a crucial role in energy security. A general view of solar panels installed on the roof of a home. Green energy company sees 800 inquiries in a week. Renewable energy firms say there is increased demand for things like solar and air source pumps. Oxford Photovoltaics Limited, Oxford PV, a trailblazing Oxfordshire enterprise developing advanced solar panels capable of converting more of the sun spectrum into clean, affordable energy. 11B, United Kingdom, England, heat pumps for all new homes and plug-in solar in Green Tech Drive. AOL developers will be required to install solar panels and heat pumps in all new homes in England as part of updated planning requirements published. United Kingdom, wood burning. Has the wood burner had its final winter? Middle class is flocking to buy eco-friendly ceramic stoves. MSN, as DEFRA introduces ever stricter rules for traditional wood burners, those seeking a statement fire without the side portion of Eco Guild. R11C, Rozep View, Idiot Corner, United Kingdom, England, London, wood burning, the top log burning stove problems and how to fix them. Ideal Home, our troubleshooting guide to the most common log burning stove problems, is here to ensure that you can fully enjoy all the benefits of wood burner. United Kingdom, Manchester, wood burning. Wood stoves heat up in UK as households hedge against soaring costs. Courthouse News Service, Manchester, England. CN, wood burning stoves are making a comeback in Britain as people look for cheaper or backup heating amid high energy prices. 12 Nigeria, Lagos, PM 2.5 World Athletics expands air quality monitoring, but can sports fill the global south data void? Health Policy Watch, the walk coordinators carried portable air quality sensors logging particulate matter PM 2.5 fine particles and PM 10 coarse particles. 13 India, PM 2.5 estimation of surface PM 2.5 over the Indo-Gangetic Basin using MERA 2 reanalysis and nature. Fine particulate matter PM 2.5 is a significant air pollutant in the Indo-Gangetic Basin IGB, where levels frequently exceed national. And to India, PM 2.5. India has 5 of the 10 most polluted cities in the world. Lani and up tops with alarming PM 2.5 levels met. As per the recommended World Health Organization PM2.5 levels the concentration of this hazardous air pollutant less than 5 micrograms per cubic. 14 Nepal PM2.5 estimating the risk of anemia associated with PM2.5 exposure. In Nepalese Women of Nature here we show that higher PM2.5 exposure is associated with an increased risk of anemia among Nepalese women weighted regression models revealed. 15 Laos PM2.5 air pollution in Laos reaches unhealthy levels. Xinhua PM2.5 the fine particulate matter that causes smog is an air pollutant containing tiny particles with a diameter of less than 2.5 micrometers PM. 16 China PM2.5 AI-guided multi-omics analysis identifies NPC1 modulated susceptibility to SARS-CoV-2 nature exposure to airborne fine particulate matter PM2.5 has been linked to increased risk of the severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2. 17 South Korea PM2.5 advanced reusable SAW-based particulate matter sensor with microheater and porous nature PM is typically classified into 3 categories based on particle size PM10 particles with a diameter less than or equal to 10 micrometer PM2.5 less than or equal to 2.5 micrometer PM1.0 particles. Excerpts edited by residents. Against wood smoke emission particulates, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Nature, March 24, 2026. Advanced reusable SAW-based particulate matter sensor with microheater and porous microstructured filter membrane for simultaneous PM10 and PM2.5 detection microsystems and nanoengineering volume 12 article number 104-2026. In this study, we present a novel reusable surface acoustic wave SAW-based particulate matter PM sensor system capable of simultaneously and selectively detecting PM10 and PM2.5. This is the first implementation of an integrated porous microstructure membrane acting as a mechanical filter for particle separation combined with an on-board microheater for particle detachment, enabling sensor reusability. The membrane featured holes of approximately 3 micrometer and 11 micrometer in diameter, allowing for selective detection of PM2.5 and PM10 respectively. Testing was conducted using PM10 and PM2.5 fine dust, and the sensor demonstrated high sensitivity to both PM categories. A detailed calibration study was performed to ensure the system exclusively detects PM10 and PM2.5 after exposing the sensor surface to 3 different concentrations of PM. The microheater was activated by applying 12V, allowing the device to reach a maximum temperature of approximately 100 degrees centigrade. This facilitated the sensor recovery to baseline levels under vacuum conditions, making the sensor reusable. 18 A new COVID-19 variant is getting attention. What is going on? COVID-19 continues to mutate, and the latest variant attracting attention is BA.3.2, nicknamed Cicada, a descendant of Omicron that has been circulating globally for some time. BA.3.2 now accounts for 11% of U.S. cases. COVID-19 BA.3.2 possible vaccine and Lyme disease vaccine information, a new COVID variant called Cicada ticks, and a new Lyme vaccine. Common cold and good news. Excerpts edited by residents. Against with smoke emission particulates, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. The Dose newsletter by Caitlin Jetelina, your local epidemiologist, March 31st, 2026. Good morning. Spring is here, and so is a shift in what is circulating. Flu season is officially behind us. Tick season is just getting started, and a new COVID-19 variant is making the rounds in the news and on social media, but has not yet been felt in hospitals. And with Lyme disease season upon us, the news of a long-awaited vaccine could not be more timely. Though there are some real caveats worth understanding here is what is going on and more importantly what it means for you. Disease weather report. What is spreading right now? Good riddance. Flu season. We are officially out as rates have now fallen below the epidemic threshold. Some states are still high like New Mexico, but the trend is the same. The other main fall-winter viruses, including RSV and COVID-19, are all decreasing. 2 odds are that if you get sick in the next month or 2, it will be the common cold. The gray line below this will continue to increase until May-June. % of positive tests for respiratory viruses. Source: NREVSS annotated by your local epidemiologist. Enter tick season. Emergency department visits for tick bites are low but climbing, which is normal for this time of year. Expect 2 waves, one peaking in May and another in the middle of October. By the end of year 2026, more than 500,000 people will likely be diagnosed and treated for Lyme disease. Source: CDC tick bite data tracker annotated by your local epidemiologist. Ticks thrive in warm, lush spring environments and can carry pathogens responsible for over a dozen diseases. Lyme is the most known. While it can cause flu-like symptoms and, if untreated, serious complications including neurological and cardiac issues. Not all ticks carry disease risk. Depends on the species, geography, and duration of a tick attachment. Currently, tick-borne illnesses are most concentrated in the Northeast, with emergency department ED visits at 13 per 100,000 people. What this means: you can take several steps to protect yourself from ticks, including applying DEET or picaridin, treating clothing and gear with products containing 0.5% permethrin, and conducting thorough tick checks after engaging in outdoor activities. Here is a wily deep dive on tick threats. A new COVID-19 variant is getting attention. What is going on? COVID-19 continues to mutate, and the latest variant attracting attention is BA.3.2, nicknamed Cicada, a descendant of Omicron that has been circulating globally for some time. BA.3.2 now accounts for 11% of U.S. cases, but it is too early to tell how quickly it is growing. What is clear is that it has yet to trigger a surge. Wastewater levels, emergency department visits, and hospitalizations all remain low. Historically, a variant does not drive a significant new wave until it reaches approximately 50% of cases % of circulating variants for COVID-19. Source: CDC. What is drawing attention is the spike protein, which is 75 mutations compared with the strains included in last fall 2025 COVID-19 vaccines. The spike protein acts like a key that unlocks our cells, and when that key changes enough, existing antibodies struggle to recognize and block it. Lab studies confirm this is happening, but antibodies are just one layer of defense. The immune system has other tools that protect against serious illness, and current immunity is expected to hold up. One thing researchers are actively tracking: early signals suggest BA.3 may second be infecting kids at higher rates than previous variants. It is hard to know whether this is real or just random chance, but if it is real, it is likely due to a combination of many factors. For example, younger kids might not have seen as many COVID-19 variants or had as many coronavirus infections as adults, so they might be less immune to it. Could this cause a spring-summer wave? We have very little data on how fast this is growing, so time will tell. My guess is this will cause a spring-summer wave, but not a nothing burger or a tsunami. Should people over 65 get a spring COVID-19 shot? If it has been at least 3 months since your last dose of spring shot, is a reasonable call. Timing it around May or June tends to align well with how COVID-19 seasons typically play out. Is a second shot within a year a booster? Or is it only a booster if the formulation is different? The term gets thrown around loosely. Generally, a booster means a repeat dose of the same vaccine, not necessarily a new formulation. The strains for the next updated COVID-19 vaccine have not been selected yet, so there is no new version available right now. If a pharmacist tells you there is no booster available, they may be thinking specifically of an updated formulation. A repeat dose of the current vaccine is still an option. Worth asking about. Could BA.3.2 spark the next pandemic? No, in fact, researchers have argued that another coronavirus pandemic is now less likely, not more precisely, because COVID-19 and the vaccines that followed built widespread robust immunity across the global population. A Lyme disease vaccine may finally be on the horizon. Ticks spread Lyme disease, one of the most common and debilitating infections in the country, and for the first time in over 2 decades, a vaccine to prevent it may finally be on the way. The only vaccine we had before Lyme or 9 was pulled from the market in 2002, not because it was unsafe. The FDA found no real problems, but because rumors about arthritis side effects amplified by bad press and lawsuits scared people. Now Pfizer and French vaccine company Valneva have announced their new vaccine candidate worked in more than 70% of cases in a large late-stage trial of 9,400 people aged 5 and older. How does the Lyme disease vaccine work? The vaccine works differently from most other vaccines in a very cool way. Instead of just protecting you, it actually works inside the tick. The vaccine trains your body to make antibodies against a protein called OSP, found on Lyme-causing bacteria. When a tick bites you, it drinks your blood along with those antibodies. The antibodies neutralize the bacteria in the tick gut, stopping it from ever reaching its salivary glands and getting into you. But there are a few things worth understanding. The trial hit a statistical snag. The trial had fewer Lyme disease cases than expected, making the results too uncertain to be conclusive. Researchers had planned 2 ways to measure the vaccine effectiveness before the study began: one starting 28 days after the final dose, which fell just short of the required confidence threshold, and one starting the day after the final dose, which cleared it. Pfizer cited both results in deciding to seek regulatory approval. The regulatory path is murky. The manufacturer will seek FDA approval, and if granted, the vaccine will go to ACIP for a policy recommendation. The problem: ACIP currently has no members. What happens next is genuinely unclear. The bigger question is whether people will actually use it. The vaccine requires 4 doses over about a year plus what looks like an annual booster before tick season. That is a real commitment. Lyme disease is far better known today than it was in 2002, which gives people more reason to seek protection, but wanting a vaccine and completing every dose are 2 very different things. Good news: TB rates are falling after years after the rise during the COVID-19 pandemic. New CDC data show that last year, 10,260 TB cases were reported, representing a 2% decline in the national rate compared with the year before. Cases fell across 26 states and Washington, D.C. The seasonal transition brings real shifts in disease risk, and a little awareness goes a long way. Have a wonderful week. Love, your local epidemiologist, Wiley. Webisode 57DHYAFZZFLL. January 11th, 2026. Congress is racing to undo thousands of cuts to federal science programs. Cartoon 1 of 5. Congress is racing to undo thousands of cuts to federal science programs. Cell 1. The current government bid for an overall cut in scientific funding to $154 billion from $198 billion would be a plunge of 22%. Cell 2. This week, the Senate Appropriations Committee released a bipartisan package of bills. Cell 3 that largely scraps the current government-planned cuts to federal science programs. Cell 4. Congress will set aside roughly $188 billion for federal research. Cartoon 2 of 5. Congress is racing to undo thousands of cuts to federal science programs. Cell 1. $188 billion for federal research will only be a drop of 4%. Cell 2. This rejects the current government push to let our competitors do laps around us. Cell 3. Last year, the current government administration called for a cut in federal basic research of more than 1/3. Cell 4. The current government sought even larger cuts for the National Science Foundation, which sponsors much of the nation's basic research. Cartoon 3 of 5. Congress is racing to undo thousands of cuts to federal science programs. Cell 1. The current government proposed that the National Science Foundation NSF budget be slashed to $3.9 billion. Cell 2. From $8.8 billion, a drop of 56%. Cell 3. The Senate package countered with a reduction to $8.75 billion. Cell 4, or less than 1%. Cartoon 4 of 5 Congress is racing to undo thousands of cuts to federal science programs. Cell 1 The Senate package includes $24.4 billion for NASA, a 1.6% cut. Cell 2 $8.8 billion for the Environmental Protection Agency EPA, a 4% cut. Cell 3 $8.4 billion for the Department of Energy Office of Science, a 1.9% increase. Cell 4 $6.2 billion for the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, roughly flat. Cartoon 5 of 5 Congress is racing to undo thousands of cuts to federal science programs. Cell 1 The Senate and the House are now not far apart for negotiations on a final budget. Cell 2 The House's moves on 2026 science budgeting add up to $185 billion, which is close to the Senate figure of $188 billion. Cell 3 But this cannot undo the damage that the current government administration frenzy of budget cutting and administrative chaos. Cell 4 brought to the nation's scientific establishment.
Webisode 57DHYAFZZFLL January 11, 2025 If science funds are restored, then fund alternatives to wood burning. Cartoon 1 of 5 If science funds are restored, then fund alternatives to wood burning. Cell 1 Fund heat pumps that work down to 40 degrees below zero and also act as air conditioners. Cell 2 Fund extending a smart electric grid everywhere, including all rural areas. Cell 3 Fund wind and solar energy sources that produce electricity sent to the smart grid. Cell 4 Fund batteries that store the electricity produced by wind and solar long-term for use in emergencies. Cartoon 2 of 5 If science funds are restored, then cut dirty energy that is now funded. Cell 1 Cut funds for biofuels such as wood stoves and wood burning for home heating. Cell 2 Cut funds for biofuels such as corn-based ethanol for automobile fuel. Cell 3 Cut funds for wood and other biofuels used to replace coal burning in industrial plants. Cell 4 Cut funds for fossil fuels as well as cut funds for biofuels. Cartoon 3 of 5 If science funds are restored, enact regulations that fund removal of indoor residential wood burning appliances. Cell 1 Fund resident-owned Purple Air PM 2.5 monitors. Cell 2 Given free to any near neighbor of an indoor residential wood burner. Cell 3 Whose wood burning PM 2.5 emissions enter the yard of the near neighbor and sicken them. Cell 4 Use the data downloadable from the Purple Air map as evidence to shut down each indoor residential wood burning appliance, one appliance at a time if necessary. Cartoon 4 of 5 If science funds are restored, enact regulations that make electric vehicles and public transport affordable. Cell 1 Reinstate rebates for electric vehicles. Cell 2 Fund high-speed electric transport that will be low cost to all. Cell 3 Enact fuel regulations to discourage production of gas-powered vehicles. Cell 4 Fund research that makes production of electric vehicles efficient and cost-effective. Cartoon 5 of 5 If science funds are restored, enact regulations that make home heating and transport by electric vehicle affordable. Cell 1 Do not allow subsidies for luxury electric vehicles. Cell 2 Do not allow subsidies for home heating for individuals making over a certain salary. Cell 3 Tax the rich to provide clean energy subsidies for the middle income and poor. Cell 4 Keep in mind that the Energy Department and the EPA should work to stop air pollution that harms human health as well as slow climate change.
Webisode 57DHYAFZZFLL January 4, 2026 Would smoke affect the family adversely? Cartoon 1 of 2 Cell 1 When you know you are not protecting your family well enough. When you replace air filters and air purifiers every month instead of every 6 months. Just do not burn wood indoors residentially to begin with. Cell 2 When you are scared whenever someone opens a window. Just do not burn wood indoors residentially to begin with. Cartoon 2 of 2 Cell 1 It gives me no great joy to say this. Smog towers do not work. Cell 2 Carbon capture does not work. Just do not burn wood industrially in place of coal to begin with.
Red Green Fox here. The quick Red Green Fox jumped over the barriers to clean air. Red Green Fox here, ready to sing to you the names of the 2025 major wood-burning biomass industry subsidy opponents. 1. Biofuel Watch. 2 Bulkley Valley Stewardship Coalition of British Columbia, Canada. 3 Comite Schoen Lucht, which means Beautiful Air Committee in German. 4 Dogwood Alliance. 5 Equity Group Foundation, nicknamed EGF. 6 Environmental Paper Network, nicknamed EPN. 7 Natural Resources Defense Council, nicknamed NRDC. 8 Prakaunia Narzexwisseski Isted, which means Workshop for All Beings in Polish. 9 Rachel Carson Council. 10 Solutions for Our Climate, nicknamed SFOC.
Cat's corner strategy with Tiger and Leone. Saying the quiet part out loud. Roar. Hi, I am Tiger. Our human asked us to get up from our naps and start Cat's corner strategy with Tiger and Leone. She gave us a list of internet allies which we will post for her here.
Hi, I am Leone. It is better for your mental fitness to go to these websites than to go to bro sites for advice. Substack letters from an American Heather Cox Richardson. Substack your local epidemiologist. The Midas Touch. The Guardian. The New York Times.
One introduction. RoSEP. The United States government was on track in the Biden administration to reduce the prices for both clean energy heat pumps and clean energy electric cars. Trump tariffs are expected to upset those plans to prevent future air pollution and prevent climate change. The United States government should, instead of certifying wood stoves as safe when they are not safe, go forward with regulations that ban wood stove use and direct government money for use of forest refuse only for home building and furniture building. For just a few examples of use of forest products for non-burning uses, it is well known from scientific and medical research that wood burning is a substantial source of PM 2.5 emissions, yet the wood burning industry uses the scientifically debunked theory named carbon neutrality of wood burning to argue that wood burning replacing coal burning in industry, and in a trickle-down argument that wood burning should continue for home heating should continue. Presumably because it is called renewable, wood may be renewable in the sense that a tree can be planted in the place of a cut-down burned tree, but it takes centuries or decades for the newly planted tree to attain the stature of the cut-down burned tree. During those centuries or decades, photosynthesis, which converts CO2 to oxygen, and so sequesters some carbon, will not take place at the same rate as photosynthesis was performed previously, and wood burning emits both CO2 and PM 2.5, and PM 2.5 is not absorbed by trees, so PM 2.5 is not diminished by planting a tree in the place of a cut-down and burned tree. In fact, a living tree closes its pores against the presence of PM 2.5 from nearby wood burning, just as humans hold their breath in the presence of PM 2.5 from nearby wood burning. And when a tree closes its pores, the level of photosynthesis that absorbs CO2 pollution goes down. Wood burning emits 90% PM 2.5 particulate matter of 2.5 micrometer size, the perfect size to infiltrate the human lung, setting off a cascade of human health problems and early deaths. Contrary to many beliefs, wood burning emits 2.8 times the PM 2.5 as the fossil fuel coal burning, and wood burning emits 450 times the PM 2.5 as the fossil fuel natural gas burning. Replacing coal burning with wood burning creates more air pollution in the form of CO2 and PM 2.5 than coal burning. This emission data comes from testing the cleanest burning wood stove in the United Kingdom, the Eco-Design Wood Stove. An international convention does not count the emissions from wood burning. The emissions from wood burning are erased from all countries around the world when calculating if each country has met its climate goals. This non-counting or erasure of wood burning emissions data from climate goals does not mean wood burning emissions do not exist. RoSEP. Purple air PM 2.5 monitors hanging from the eaves of the house of a near neighbor should be used to measure the level of PM 2.5 in the air hyperlocally in the yards of near neighbors of indoor residential wood burners. If PM 2.5 levels exceed World Health Organization standards of 5 micrograms per cubic meter annually, then that evidence of air pollution from wood burning should lead to the shutdown of that indoor residential wood burning appliance, one appliance at a time if necessary.